Currently, we do not have an exact date as to when we start, and we don't know what hockey in British Columbia is going to look like in the next year. COVID-19 is forcing changes to all aspects of life, and hockey is no exception. Let me be clear, we are very well aware that BC hockey needs to change. BC hockey needed to make changes before the virus interrupted our lives. Many of you will be aware that the senior leadership of BC hockey is changing. Such change was independent from and going to happen regardless of the virus. Unfortunately, COVID-19 forced us to make the difficult decision to reduce staffing levels at the office, where over 20 staff members were let go. What does this mean to BC hockey? This means change is upon us. We are poised and ready for a new BC hockey. Let me talk a little bit about the future. What I'm about to offer you on behalf of BC hockey is a contract between us and all the stakeholders in our branch. We have the opportunity and need to write the future of hockey in our branch, and this can only be done if we do it together. Our first commitment to change is to define the future together. We know you're already thinking about the future and are thankful for your letters of support and ideas about our future. We recently received a letter from the districts, and we'll respond formally, but for now, BC Hockey Board of Directors has confirmed that every item in that letter will be received and fully considered. We have also received letters from the Okanagan, the Island, and clubs in the Pacific Coast Amateur Hockey Association. Every item raised in those letters will be included, considered in the planning and decisions. We promise you that we will work together through real engagement to define the future of hockey in British Columbia and Yukon. Our second commitment to you is to ask for your input and listen to that input. Of course, we can't define hockey together without BC hockey listening, but it is important to make this a separate commitment. We may not agree on everything, but the days of outright dismissal are over. And anyone around the table who has trouble with that as a value and principle will be invited to move on. This is going to take good communication and real engagement. So far this week, our board members have communicated directly to 15 stakeholders in the province, and that new trend will continue. Although we do not know what the future is going to look like, we have some thoughts and ideas to share with you at this time. For the near future, the focus needs to be at the local and regional level. COVID-19 is going to dictate some of what that future may look like, but it may also be best practices going forward as the new normal. We need strong, healthy minor hockey associations driving the game on the ground and at the local level. Those minor hockey associations need to feed into regional systems that can shape the game using the unique characteristics of each region. The game moving forward needs to be built on the principles of the long-term athlete development plan, cost management, and be full of common sense. We can find common challenges and share solutions and best practices, but it has to begin from the belief that the total health of the game begins and ends at the local minor hockey association level. If we are really bold, we will write goals that will measure the quality of every initiation program run by our members. If hockey is everybody's game, we can't have the best players, the most money, or the most aggressive lobby be the driving forces in the game. The loudest lobby in the game must be that the game, the rink, are an integral part of the fabric of the game in Canada, and we need to be the champions of those ideals every shift. The Board of Directors of BC Hockey has the following 3 priorities outlined at the moment. Number 1, to run a process to recruit a new CEO. Number 2, to work out the guidelines of return to play. And number 3, to map out the future of our game in our branch. Under the oversight of 3 members, Jeremy Ainsworth will be working on the issue of return to play. That will be an inclusive process, and it will include expert advice. The timeline for this will be based on the guidelines from the Provincial Ministry of Health and all agencies, including Via Sport, as everyone works to figure this out. We are very lucky in BC to have strong leadership like that of Dr. Bonnie Henry, guiding the province in the return to business, training, and competition. 3 other board members will be leading the process to recruit a new CEO. All the input we have received so far will be included, and we will meet with the districts and other stakeholders in this process over the next 3 weeks. I am personally leading the group responsible for defining the future direction. As part of that process, we have sent a formal letter to Hockey Canada to receive their input on the future. That input will be added to other initiatives we will be rolling out in the next few weeks to communicate with you. I have asked the board to support a deadline to have those items accomplished by September 1st. In summary, my key messages are: change is at our door. The local game needs to be the focus. Listening, common sense, and working together will be hallmarks of the future. We have already begun to apply those practices at BC Hockey, and we will play our part in upholding the national game. As my last comment, I was asked the other day, what is my dream for hockey in our branch? My answer is this: any kid in any region, in any rink, be able to join initiation hockey with full gear and highly trained expert coaches for free. Someone tell me why we can't do that. In closing, I want to thank you for your service and dedication to the kids that play this great game. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and I look forward to working together with all of you to make our branch the best in Canada. Have a great day, and thank you very much.